Live streaming is on.
Hello everyone, welcome to Segi V-Day webinar. My name is Yase. I am from Segi University Kota Damansara, also your host for this season. Today, the topic is effective listening, a lost art in the workplace. Today, we are very lucky today. We have our lecturer from Mr. Ismawi bin Ibrahim from Segi University. Hello, hi Ismawi.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Ismail, can you introduce yourself and then your experience in Segi?
Sure, my name is Muhammad Ismawi. I have been with SEGI for 10 years now. Currently, I am the Deputy Head for the Faculty of English, Languages and Psychology. And my main field of expertise is English literature and also active listening.
All right, thank you. Ismail, I thought you have the slide, right? Can you share with us?
Sure, sure. Shall I go full screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can continue?
Sure, let me get started. Thank you everybody for this opportunity. Let me just take a few minutes just to talk to you today about the importance of effective listening. It is a passion of mine that everybody at the workplace is equipped with this particular skills. The three objectives I was hoping to achieve today was to talk about what is effective listening and how it is effective in the workplace, and also some simple techniques that you can use in order to equip yourself with effective listening skills at the workplace.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, we have to differentiate or make sure that we understand the differences between listening and hearing. A lot of people think listening is actually hearing. When we hear, it is accidental, involuntary, and effortless. It's something that is easy to do. You accidentally hear somebody. When you listen, you are supposed to be focused, and it is an activity that you take part. You sit down, you drop everything, and you listen. Okay, it is intentional. And a lot of people say, okay, you know, I've lived 20 years, 30 years, 40 years of my life. I should know how to listen by now. Well, that's not completely true. How many times have you heard people say, oh, you never listen to me, you never listen to me, right? So the listening skills we are talking about here can be acquired, can be learned. You can learn and practice it, because 55% of the time when we are communicating, we are listening. So it's very important that we recognize the skills that we can use to listen. And of course, we have the tools, these two tools here, to listen, and also other skills that we can develop which can help with active listening. So why is it important in the workplace? Why is effective listening important in the workplace? The workplace is not only a vocational environment where we go and perform our duties, it is also a social environment. What this means is that it becomes very hectic because we have to manage our jobs, but we also have to manage relationship with people, and this creates very little opportunities for employees to use effective listening techniques. So people tend to rush through communication, they rush through instructions, and they don't listen very well. So because of that, communication at the workplace often suffer, and relationships tend to fail after a while. You know, both employers and employees, both set of people need to understand the value of good listening skills. So it's not just the bosses who need to listen to their employees, the employees also need to know how to listen to the employers.
Okay.
Now, the advantages include, number one, building trust. Okay, you learn to build trust with each other. You learn to become more productive at work, because the better you listen, the faster you gain the information and you understand the information. Therefore, you can produce better. It also is a good technique to resolve conflict. When people have conflict and problems with each other, it can be resolved by using good listening techniques. Right. So some simple techniques that you can employ to listen effectively. So first of all, you have to understand there are three areas. Number one, we have to listen with our mind, we have to listen with our body, and we have to listen with our mouth or using the right words. With mind, what I mean here is you have to be open to the process of listening. You have to sit down and realize, okay, I'm going to listen to you now. Okay, and you have to have an open mind. Understand that the speaker might even change your opinion about the topic. Don't go in there thinking I already know what to believe in. You have to focus your attention to the speaker, and also you have to be patient with the speaker and not make any judgments. Number two, you have to listen with your body. What it means is you have to drop everything. Don't have a phone in your hand, don't have a pen, don't write any notes down. Okay, just give yourself entirely to the conversation. Turn to face the speaker and make good eye contact, and then give verbal clues such as oh, you don't say, that's interesting. Okay, to keep the interest going. And finally, mirror the speaker's body. So if the speaker is sitting a certain way, try to act like a mirror and reflect that. That will help the speaker feel more comfortable when he can see that his body language is being mirrored. It's unconscious, but his mind will figure it out. And finally, using the right words. Okay, this is called reflective listening. Mainly what you want to do during listening is you want to ask the right questions. But all these questions are not to give advice to the speaker. It is not meant for you to tell the speaker what to do. What you are doing is basically getting the speaker to realize that he is empowered and he has the ability to fix his own problems. So you can ask questions like, how do you feel about that? What would you have done differently? Did you feel you made the right choice? What do you want to do next? And how would you do that? So all these questions move the conversation to the next stage rather than just focusing on the problem again and again and again. But at no point we as a listener should judge the problem, should take over and say, don't worry, I have the solution for you, because that usually doesn't work very well. Right, as a conclusion, okay, if you are a student or if you are an employee looking for a successful career in the future or right now, effective listening is one of those skills that you can pick up. Now at SEGI, we have effective listening built into all our courses. All our programs have effective listening skills built inside. And my program, Bachelor of English and Public Relations specifically, we take the effective listening class further. And you have to also practice and employ effective listening skill in your daily life. It's something that you don't just attend a workshop and you learn. You have to continuously practice. And finally, effective listening is not just for work, it's for personal relationship, social relationship. And as long as you pick it up, you can continue to use it as you communicate with everybody around the world. Okay, everybody, it's a short presentation, but I hope you picked up a few things and hopefully that we'll see each other soon again.
All right. Thank you, Ismail, for your slide and then your information for all the listening. Personally, I have the question for ask you, Ken.
Yeah.
All right. What are some examples of effective listening technique?
Okay. Like I mentioned just now, one good, very simple one that you can apply not just when you are listening is mirroring.
All right.
Mirroring is with your body. So if you see the person who is speaking, they cross their hands like this, right? So it means they're defensive. Okay? So what you do is you sit in a way that doesn't look very threatening to them. So you turn your body slightly to one side and you make yourself smaller.
Okay.
You make yourself smaller, because when you do that, you don't look very threatening. Because if I do like that, you see, I feel the entire screen. So what I do is I sit back, I turn, so my body becomes smaller. So the person becomes less nervous. Okay, that's one way. So if the person put one hand on the table, I also, like a mirror, I put one hand on the table.
All right.
Okay. If a person does this, I do this, like a mirror, like the opposite side. He uses his left hand, I use my right hand. So what happens is the person in their mind, they will think that they're looking at a mirror.
Mhm.
So after a while, they become a bit more relaxed.
Right.
When they're relaxed, it's easier for you to communicate and solve problems and find the causes of the problem and things like that.
All right.
Uh,
Okay, thank you. And then one more question. How important is effective listening?
Oh, I think it's very important, and it's one of those skills that people not only lack, but they don't think it's important. And especially if you're in management, if you are able to listen to your employees well, you can communicate with them better. You can solve a lot of their issues better, but also you can, help them solve their own issues. Okay, what happens sometimes is that people come to you with a problem. They expect you to solve the problem. Why? They think you are a good listener, but no, actually you are a poor listener, because all you do is just take the problem and solve for them. Take the problem and solve for them. Okay, so a good listener, an active listener, what you do is you help them, listen to them, but you help them solve the problem themselves.
Right.
That's why you ask the questions like, "Oh, what would you change next time if this happened again? What would you do differently? Do you have any ideas how we can solve this?" These are kind of questions get the speaker to come up with their own solution, right? So when that happens, they learn something from that exchange, from that conversation. Then next time they will not come to you with the same problem again, because they already have an idea, and because they are the one who found the solution, they will definitely do it. Sometimes you give advice to people, but they never follow your advice. Why? Because you are the one giving the advice, not they come up with it themselves. So when they can come up with the solution themselves, then they are more likely to follow through the solution.
Thank you, Ismail. I think this time we have we right now offering the free foundation for 100% scholarship for any student. We are join the degree program, and under that, as a pandemic, Segi University has offering the pandemic assist scholarship scheme. So it's a PASS pass. And then we offer 20% scholarship for students who direct diploma or degree program. And also we have offering the free scholarship MBA for those to direct entry for diploma or degree program for the online program. And then for our intakes is on May and June. For May intake, you can join with us for focus trial or focus or trial result. So thank you your time, Mr. Ismail.
You're welcome, yes. Thank you very much for having me.
See you again.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Okay.